He came and he saw, क्या रे रजनी क्या बाल सब क्या हो गया यार? ऐसे पैर में झड़ गया यार, छोड़ो। हाँ क्या रिटायर्ड लाइफ, हाँ मजाक कर रहे हैं क्या? नहीं अभी एक पिक्चर काम कर रहा हूँ। अच्छा कौन सी पिक्चर? रोबो। अच्छा हाँ गुड। Then I told him Aishwarya Rai heroine. अरे यार कमाल का लड़की यार, man, fantastic. Aishwarya Rai heroine, हाँ. Hero कौन?
In today's world, where fame comes and goes, there's one star whose story feels almost impossible to believe. For millions across the globe, he's not just an actor. He's not just a star. He's a god walking among mortals. They build temples in his honor. They pour milk on his photographs like ancient rituals. They celebrate his birthday like a national holiday. But before the worshippers, before the worldwide fame, before the name that makes hearts race and box offices explode, there was Shivaji Rao Gaikwad, a bus conductor in Bangalore, a man with a dream that seemed impossible.
What is your next ambition?
I have no ambition anytime actually.
This is the story of the greatest transformation in cinema history. This is the rise of Rajinikanth.
टाइगर का हुक्म।
December 12th, 1950, Bangalore, India. A boy came into the world, a boy who would one day inspire millions. But first, life would test him in ways he could never imagine.
Rajni sir, whether he does a Hindi film or a Tamil film, we all watch his films in any case.
First time I faced the camera, I was standing with him.
If I make a film with him, at least for 10 days, no one should hear what is the dialogue in the theatre. The people should be shouting from beginning to end.
Shivaji Rao Gaikwad entered the world into crushing poverty. His father, Ramoji Rao, was a police constable earning barely enough to feed his family. They lived in the shadows of the Raman Janaya temple in Hanumant Nagar, where every rupee was counted, every meal was precious. When Shivaji was just 5, tragedy hit. His mother, who was the heart of this little family, passed away. The man who would one day make millions smile first learned what it meant to cry. But even in darkness, there were glimpses of the legend to come. At Gavipuram Government School, young Shivaji was unstoppable. Class topper, school monitor, scoring 98% while his friends struggled to pass. His teacher saw something special. A boy who was studious and mischievous in equal measure. His childhood friends remembered him differently though. Bold, fearless, getting into fight in one moment and then making everybody laugh in the next one. They used to call him Shivaji, never knowing that they are talking to a future king. But dreams don't pay bills. Reality hit hard when Shivaji had to leave school, taking whatever job he could find. Office boy, coolie, loading rice sacks for 10 paise each. His hands that would one day flip cigarettes with style copied by millions were once rough from carrying other people's burdens. And then came the lowest point, a young man crushed by poverty, standing at the edge, thinking of ending it all.
எனக்கு வந்து இப்போ சின்ன வயசுங்கிறது எனக்கு தெரியாது, போன ஜென்ம பலனோ என்னமோ, எனக்கு பயங்கிறது கிடையாது. எதுலேயும் யாருக்கும் எப்போவுமே அந்த பயங்கிறதே எனக்கு கிடையாதுங்க. ஸோ நான் ஒரு வாட்டி மட்டும்தான் வயசு அந்த வாழ்க்கையில் நான் பயந்தேன். ஸோ பயந்துட்டு தற்கொலை பண்ணிக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி முடிவு பண்ணேன். ஸோ முடிவு.
But destiny had other plans. That night, as darkness surrounded him, he saw a painting of Sri Raghavendra Swami. Something stirred within him. A voice seemed to whisper, "Not today." He began to pray. He began to hope. The bus conductor was about to board the most important journey of his life. Route 10A, the bus route that would change the world. Every morning, Shivaji Rao Gaikwad would climb aboard, punch tickets, and dream of something bigger. But he wasn't just any conductor. Passengers remembered him as the conductor who made boring rides feel special. The way he flipped tickets felt like art, and the way he called out stops felt like a performance. Even in a conductor's uniform, he had something cinematic about him. Then came Nirmala, a medical student who saw what others missed. She watched him perform in a local theatre group and saw not just potential but a destiny itself. While Shivaji dreamed, she acted. Without telling him, she filled out an application to the Madras Film Institute. One secretive act of love that would change the cinema history forever. 1973. A choice every dreamer fears. Security or the unknown, a conductor's steady paycheck, or the risky dream of becoming an actor. With money borrowed from his friend Raj Bahadur, Shivaji took the leap that would be remembered for generations. At the Film Institute, fate was writing in the form of K. Balachandar, a director whose eye for talent was legendary. He saw something in the struggling student that even Shivaji couldn't see in himself. On a full moon night during Holi festival, destiny spoke through Balachandar's lips. From today, you are not Shivaji Rao Gaikwad, you are Rajinikanth. This was the birth of a legend. For every Holi, Rajinikanth would call his mentor to remember the night the journey of the bus conductor ended and the film stars began. 1975. Apurva Rangangal, a film that would win 3 national awards and introduce the world to a villain unlike any other. But this wasn't your typical Bollywood bad guy. This was Rajinikanth, a villain so magnetic, so captivating that audiences forgot to hate him. Instead, they were mesmerized. That cigarette flip, that casual flick of the wrist that would be replicated in playgrounds, college canteens and street corners across India. A simple gesture that became a cultural signature. For 3 long years, he perfected the art of being the bad guy you couldn't help but love. Mundru Mudichu, alongside his future rival and friend Kamal Haasan. Not just this film, every film was a masterclass in screen presence. Every scene was proof that stardom isn't learned, it's born. 1978, Bhairavi. The moment everything changed again. For the first time, Rajinikanth wasn't the villain. He was the hero, Mukeya, a loyal servant seeking justice for his sister. The audience, already under his spell as an antagonist, now had the permission to love him completely. The transformation was electric. Tamil cinema had found its answer to Amitabh Bachchan.
अच्छा हुआ तुम खुद यहाँ चलाया। हम तुम्हें ही ढूंढता था।
तुम लोग मुझे ढूंढ रहे हो और मैं तुम्हारा यहाँ इंतजार कर रहा हूँ।
But where Bachchan was the angry young man of Bollywood, Rajinikanth was becoming something uniquely his own. The stylish common man who could make the impossible seem effortless. 1980, Billa, the film that changed everything forever. Again. A remake of the Hindi hit Dawn, but in Rajinikanth's hands, it became something entirely new. The stylish Dawn with the unforgettable swag. The box office exploded. The legend was no longer emerging, it had arrived. The 1980s belonged to 2 men who redefined what it meant to be the hero of Tamil cinema. In one corner, Kamal Haasan, the intellectual, the method actor, the man who made thinking fashionable. The other corner, Rajinikanth, the mass entertainer, the stylish rebel, the man who made coolness an art form. But this wasn't a rivalry born of hatred. This was a competition that elevated an entire industry. Every Kamal Haasan film challenged Rajinikanth to dig deeper. Every Rajinikanth film pushed Kamal to reach wider. Together they didn't just entertain, they transformed Tamil cinema into a powerhouse. While Kamal spoke to the mind, Rajinikanth spoke to the heart. His characters weren't just heroes, they were working class, dreams come to life. the rickshaw driver who stood up to corruption, the honest man fighting an unjust system. Every role was a mirror held up to the common man's struggles and victories. And then came the dialogues. Lines people would repeat for decades, speeches that would be heard everywhere, from parliament halls to playgrounds.
मुन्ना झुंड में तो सुअर आते हैं. शेर अकेला ही आता है.
1992, Annamalai, the story of a milkman who dared to dream beyond his station, but in Rajnikant's hands, it became something more, a declaration that birth doesn't determine destiny, that courage can overcome any obstacle. Just listen to this dialogue of Rajnikant. Something special was happening across Tamil Nadu. Movie halls weren't just showing films, they felt like temples. The moment Rajnikant appeared on screen, thousands stood up together, whistling, cheering, celebrating. He wasn't just a star. He was a phenomena no one could actually explain. 1995, two films that would rewrite the rules of stardom in Indian cinema. First came Muthu, a story that would travel across oceans and touch hearts in ways no one could have imagined. In Japan, a nation known for its precision, its discipline, its reserved culture, something extraordinary happened. A Tamil film dubbed in Japanese created absolute mayhem. Movie theaters in Tokyo were filled with audiences dancing to Tillana Tillana. A 45-year-old actor from India had somehow become a cultural icon in the land of the rising sun. Japanese fans didn't just watch Muthu, they lived it. They learned Tamil words to chant along. They created fan clubs. They made Rajnikant the first Indian actor to achieve genuine superstardom in a foreign culture that historically embraced only their own heroes. But if Muthu conquered the world, Basha conquered the soul of Tamil Nadu. This wasn't just a film, it was a cultural earthquake that created permanent changes in how heroes were perceived, how stories were told, how legends were born. The story was simple. Manikam, an auto rickshaw driver with a hidden past. But in that simplicity was a powerful truth. Every common man saw their own hidden potential, and every dreamer saw that ordinary people could have extraordinary stories. And then came the moment that changed everything. Fans didn't just love Rajnikant, they started worshipping him. Literally. Actual temples were built with his photos. Milk Abhishek, the ritual of pouring milk on gods, was done on his cutouts. His birthday turned into a festival, celebrated with more excitement than some national holidays. December 12th wasn't just Rajnikant's birthday anymore. It was the day millions found permission to dream bigger, to believe stronger, to hope beyond their circumstances. The bus conductor had become something the world had never seen before. A living god in a democracy. 1999, Padayappa. In those 4 words, Rajnikant gave millions the courage to choose their own path, to break away from the crowd and to believe in their own journey. But every legend must face their greatest enemy, time itself. The early 2000s brought something Rajnikant had never experienced before. 2002, Baba. A film loaded with impossible expectations, meant to be a spiritual journey in an age that wanted pure entertainment. For the first time in decades, a Rajnikant film wasn't just a box office flop, it was a cultural shock. The critics were all over him. Is the magic fading? They asked. Has age caught up to the ageless one? The man who made careers tremble now faced the questions about his relevancy. Behind the stylish sunglasses and confident swagger, real challenges were mounting. Health issues that couldn't be hidden with movie magic, kidney problems that reminded everyone, including Rajnikant himself, that even legends are mortal. And then came the political tease that drove an entire state to distraction. For years, Rajnikant had hinted at entering politics. Millions waited for the announcement that could reshape Tamil Nadu's political landscape. Press conferences were called, expectations were high, heart raised with anticipation. But the announcement never came. Not clearly, not for sure. The man known for bold statements on screen stayed vague about politics, leaving supporters hanging in hope and giving critics plenty to attack. The whispers grew louder. Is this the end of Rajinikanth era? Has the bus conductor finally reached his last stop? But those who questioned his success had forgotten the most important truth about Rajinikanth. This was a man who had survived poverty, loss, rejection, and transformation before. This was a man who had learned decades ago that every setback is simply set up for a comeback. The king wasn't leaving his throne. He was simply preparing for his greatest reinvention yet. 2007. The year critics learned never to count out a legend. Shivaji wasn't just a film, it was a statement. The king was back and he was playing by new rules. Director Shankar brought Rajinikanth into the digital age. Bigger budget, grander vision, visuals so spectacular that even Hollywood noticed. But beneath all that tech and glamour was the same magnetic presence that had held audiences for 3 decades. The film grossed over 150 crores worldwide, proving that reinvention doesn't mean abandoning what makes you special. It means finding new ways to express your timeless appeal. But Shivaji was just the appetizer. 2010 brought Enthiran, a film so ambitious, so technologically advanced, it redefined what Indian cinema could achieve. Rajinikanth playing both scientist and robot, embracing artificial intelligence with the natural charisma that made him irreplaceable. At 60, when most actors settle into grandfatherly roles, Rajinikanth was performing stunts that challenged men half his age. The robot dance sequences, the dual personality complexity, the sheer physical demand, it was a masterclass in professional evolution. Then came his boldest move yet, trusting young directors with his legendary persona. P.A. Ranjit, a filmmaker decades younger, was handed the keys to the Rajinikanth legacy with Kabali and Kala. These weren't just films, they were conversations across generations. New age directors mixed modern storytelling with Rajinikanth's timeless charm. And what was the result? Movies that connected with his loyal fans and hooked a whole new audience discovering his magic. And then came Jailer in 2023. At 73, Rajinikanth delivered a film that collected over Rs 96 crore on opening day with 90% occupancy. Not nostalgia viewing, not charity from loyal fans, pure commercial contemporary success that proved one undeniable truth. Rajinikanth hadn't just learned to adapt, he had mastered the art of staying relevant while remaining authentic. The secret wasn't changing who he was, it was finding new stages for his unchanging magic. Now, how do we measure the impact of a phenomena? By box office numbers, or by awards won, or by the number of films created? For Rajinikanth, his impact goes beyond cinema. It lives in the dreams and aspirations of millions. The government of India recognized what fans had known for decades, awarding him the Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, and finally Dadasaheb Phalke Award, the highest honor in Indian cinema. But these accolades only confirmed what streets already celebrated. Walk through any Tamil neighborhood, anywhere in the world, and you'll hear his dialogues quoted in daily conversation. Young actors across India study his career not just for his success but for his journey. The evidence that authenticity and hard work can overcome any barrier. The living testimony that dreams, no matter how impossible, can become reality. But perhaps his greatest legacy isn't in the temples built in his honor or the records broken by his films. It's in the millions who found courage in his story. The bus conductor who dared to dream bigger. The children who learned that style isn't about wealth, it's about confidence. In a world that often tells us to know our place, Rajinikanth's life whispers a revolutionary truth. Your place is wherever your dreams can take you. And now comes August 2025. The film is called Coolie, and the title carries weight that goes beyond cinema. It echoes the very journey we have witnessed. Before he was a bus conductor, Shivaji Rao was a coolie, loading rice sacks, as you know, for 10 paise each. Now at 74, he returns to honor that forgotten chapter of his story. The advance booking have shattered every record imaginable. Over Rs 50 crores collected before a single show, surpassing even his own legendary benchmarks. In North America alone, the film has made $2.1 million pre-sales, and the record set by Kabali has been broken. This film is directed by Lokesh Kanagaraj, featuring Nagarjun, Upendra, and a special appearance by Aamir Khan. Coolie represents more than just another Rajinikanth film. It's a full circle movement where the past honors the present, where struggle salutes success, where the boy from Hanumantanagar shows the world that every ending is really just a new beginning. 7 decades after his birth, 5 decades after his debut, this actor is still driving at full speed. The coolie is still carrying dreams on his shoulders. The legend is still being written, one frame at a time. From coolie to cultural phenomena, this is what happens when a simple man decides to become legendary.